Hello and welcome to the Gifted and Distractible vlog. I'm Julie Skolnick, your host, founder of With Understanding Comes Calm, author of Gifted and Distractible. And you know what? We're heading pretty quickly toward back to school. And what does that mean? And what does that mean for emotion regulation? And what does that mean for parents? And what does that mean for teachers? And by the way, what does that even mean for 2E adults? And I actually think there are some lessons from what I'm going to talk about today that 2E adults can really take away and learn from. So everybody wants to know about emotion regulation. It's sort of the top thing that disrupts a family, that disrupts a classroom, that disrupts ourselves within ourselves as 2E humans, within your kids as 2E kids. Nobody really wants to be dysregulated, right? So I'm here to remind you of the importance of humor. It's one of the ways to regulate emotions. So there's this saying, there's several ways to skin a cat. I actually don't know where that comes from, and I don't want to know, even though I don't really love cats. I'm more of a poodle girl. But here's what I want to tell you. Humor is a really good way to address emotion dysregulation, or really more accurately, to avoid emotional dysregulation, because humor in the midst of emotion dysregulation, not a good idea. So when we think about our beautiful 2E kids, I'm going to share some experiences with my 2E kids, and other people have shared about their 2E kids. So for instance, let's say you're at home and you ask your child when they wake up, how'd you sleep? What are they going to say? With their eyes closed, right? Some people think like, could you just answer my question? Why are you so disrespectful? But instead, could we be like, that's kind of hilarious, and let me think if I can outsmart my kid and ask, did you have a good sleep, right? Like it's this little friendly competition, and allowing for that humor and that cleverness. And so how about make your bed? Why? It's just gonna get messy again when I get back in it. Right? Or brush your teeth. Why? I'm about to eat breakfast. They're just going to get dirty, right? Or in school, I love this. Name the triangle. Fred. Or find X. Well, where'd you last see him? These little tiny instances of humor that seem to feel like they disrupt our day as grown-ups, like sometimes like they're disrespectful, they're actually really great ways to calm a situation. So when can you find humor? And when can you find humor in your own self when you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling fearful, or you're just unsure, or even overwhelmed? There are lots of ways to find humor. Some people call it not taking yourself too seriously. And that's okay if that works for you. But when you find humor, it's this beautiful release of endorphins, and especially with our children and our learners, our 2E children, our gifted and distractible learners, it helps them to feel safe. You have to be clever to be funny. And so it's kind of tapping into that strength for them. And a smile goes so far in regulating emotions. So there's so many more things about regulating emotions. In fact, there's even the Skolnick process for regulating emotions that you can find in Gifted and Distractible, or on my website, withunderstandingcomescalm.com, and all sorts of ways for you to think about and learn about ways or roadmaps toward regulation. Thanks for listening.